Go ahead.
Go Wiggins, go!
Go Wiggins, go!
Oh yeah, and one. No foul. These refs are paid off, man.
Ready for more Season 7 events? This weekend, aboard the Concha Del Mar, it's Fire and Ice, where you'll go back and forth between takeover mode and ice cold. In the city, make your way to the event center for TKO. Knock out your opponents and make your way to the top floor so you can earn heavyweight.
It's time to introduce the starting five for your home team. At the center position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 6, Andrew Bogut. Starting at power forward, 7 feet 7 inches, number 7, Ursa Ilyasova. The other forward position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 24, Octavius Caldwell-Pope. At the shooting guard position, 7 feet 7 inches, number 3, Grayson Allen. The other guy, 7 feet 7 inches, number 5, Malachi Flynn. Your Milwaukee Bucks head coach is Mike Budenholzer. Ladies and gentlemen, your home team.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA action on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. D.A., take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. This summer, 2 lottery picks, Jalen Green and Jonathan Kuminga, were drafted, not out of college, but off the G League's Ignite team for top prospects. They developed, got exposure, and made 6 figures in the process. Green said it's a new route, and we're already seeing other talents following in their footsteps. Guys?
Good story, D.A. Thanks. Let's take a look at our starters for Sacramento. Aldridge out there with Simmons. Then there's Stephen Curry. Then it's Robinson, and it's Barnes in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Ilyasova out there with Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then it's Bogut. Then there's Allen. And it's Flynn in at the point. And Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game. And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And it's sent back by Bogut. And so the ball out of bounds. Bogut touched it last. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And an early swat like that can really set the tone. Now the shooters will be feeling his presence.
Barnes outside. Just 5 to shoot. Takes it inside. Allen with it. Robinson picks him up. For 3, Caldwell-Pope. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Very effective at spacing the floor. Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has gone from an average outside shooter to a dangerous one.
And stolen by Flynn. From the arc. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Sacramento off to a slow start. 9-point game. Barnes passes to Curry. Outside Aldridge. To stop the run. And stolen by Ilyasova. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Jacks up a 3. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Excellent all-around performance so far against the big lead.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
And what's your take, guys, on the hustle steps for the Bucks?
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunities. They're really keeping it up-tempo so far.
The first quarter of action, 2 minutes in. So the Kings call timeout, their first. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it'll be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
And, you know, there's always a bit of a filling out process in that first game between opponents. A lot different than when you've played a team you're familiar with.
A different look for Milwaukee. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Bogut. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And it's Rodions Kurucs in for Flynn. Aldridge the pass to Curry. It's stolen. And up the court come the Bucks. On the break, nobody near Allen. And there the Bucks with another bucket.
Boy, do they look sharp. I mean, everything falling for them.
And so here's Sacramento. Searching for their first points of the game. Outside Aldridge. It's stolen by Allen. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Lets it fly. And there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
And the basket by Kurucs.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And Simmons kicks to Curry. Knocked away. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
And I like the strategy. It's a great strategy. Bury those threes early, and it'll open up the inside for them later on.
Timeout called by the Kings. This game coming after a loss against the Pistons.
Well, they made a few key shots, but missed many more. It was a rough night for them offensively.
And you know what? If you're not going to outwork your opposition, then you typically are going to get outplayed.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Outside Robinson, stolen by Allen. Ilyasova with the ball. Robinson picks him up. Here's Bacon. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Adjustment time for these guys. The defense has to make some adjustment here.
Now, here is Robinson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's the double team with Allen. It's tipped. Wide open to the hoop. Here's Kurucs. Flushes it down to finish the break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Here's Curry, following the bucket by the Bucks. And so Sacramento again turning it over. Nothing yet up on the scoreboard for them. Drew Holiday is checked in for Milwaukee.
Drew Holiday.
Shoots it up. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Bacon's got 10 points.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
Here's Curry. Checking some stats on him right now. He's averaging just around 22.5 points a game. And he jams it with authority.
Terrific find that time by Holiday. You get open, Drew will get it to you.
And it's Curry with the ball, bringing it up for the Sacramento Kings.
Dwayne Bacon was a second-round pick in 2017 and spent his first 3 seasons in Charlotte after averaging just about 5 points per game over his time with the Hornets. Bacon got a change of scenery in 2020.
Shot clock at 2. Barnes. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo sends it in.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Almost no holes in their performance tonight. They've been tremendous.
And signing with the Magic during the 2020 offseason, that was a great move for Dwayne.
Sometimes it's a matter, Greg, of getting to a better situation, a comfortable situation. And we've seen a different Bacon. Dwayne easily putting up career highs during that 2021 season.
And the defense is in disbelief here. Triple after triple.
When that happens, you simply just hope they start cooling off.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
They double-team Curry. Taken away by Holiday. Pushing it up. Simmons against Ilyasova. Puts up a 3. The three-pointer is right on target. 10 points for him.
Guys, this has been an incredible performance this quarter. I mean, he's getting the ball where he likes it and wants it and just going to work.
Aldridge dishes to Simmons. Got a hand on it.
Boy, the defensive chops of Ilyasova really coming into play here. I mean, quite surprising, actually impressive at how good he is at timing those shot blocks.
They're making this a runaway.
And the only question for me right now is just how big the lead will eventually become.
Here's Bacon. 12 points for him. Good on the shot.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on it.
And Holiday with the slam.
Boy, always a great two-way player. Holiday doing it all himself right there.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. That's tipped. Stolen by Allen. Holiday with it. Picked up by Aldridge. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Yeah, and they either have been unwilling or unable to take that shot away.
It's stolen by Allen. Stolen by Robinson. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Knocked loose. Here's Bacon. Covered by Barnes. Bacon gets the bucket. Bacon's got 16.
And where would these guys be without all the easy points off these turnovers?
Boy, it's made matters a lot easier for him offensively.
Allen for 3. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
And Allen with the slam.
Boy, he's got such quick hands, does Holiday, and he's a superb defender because his hands are quick, he moves his feet, and he does a nice job reading the opponent and gets after steals as a result.
A fantastic mobile 1 block. This one deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
With very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Again, the miss by the Kings.
Very surprising that he came away empty there, especially given room to operate.
A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
How do you stop this? I mean, it seems like they can't miss.
Outside for Robinson. Barnes outside. Looking for Aldridge. He gets it there. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Holiday with the block.
Defense. That is his signature card. Drew Holiday, an elite stopper on the perimeter.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Antetokounmpo's got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Bucks. some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Here for the Bucks. Antetokounmpo's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Watanabe comes in for Dwayne Bacon. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Drew Holiday. And then for Sacramento, Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Aldridge. Jeremy Lamb comes in for Barnes. And it's Mitchell in for Robinson. 1:56 left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Simmons. The pass to Holmes. Outside, Lamb. 5 to shoot. Simmons. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
Sacramento ball.
.136 left in the first. Now the Bucks moving it up. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. And another three for Milwaukee.
Three-pointers are killing them at this point, and they haven't been able to respond at the other end.
You know, the only way that's going to turn around defensively is by stopping the outside shot, not getting into a shootout. They're not going to out-shoot out this team.
Antetokounmpo trying to break loose, and then Allen slams it in.
There's the unselfishness you like to see in a guard. DiVincenzo keeping his eyes up and his options open.
There's 53 seconds left to play in the first. Mitchell is doubled. Simmons on the wing. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Holmes covering. Here's Allen, and it's Allen with the jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
DiVincenzo against Lamb. Three-pointer, Dante DiVincenzo, and that's good. DiVincenzo's got his third bucket of the night.
From a couple of zip codes over, Dante DiVincenzo. You know he's been working on that shot from that range.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And so it looks like the Kings will retain possession here.
Sacramento ball.
Curry from deep three-point land. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Milwaukee, enjoying the kind of gigantic lead you almost never see. Their defense has been terrific in this game. Right back after this break. Well, he's won at the highest levels, and Steph Curry understands what's required to get back to that lofty position.
Stay in the moment and just focus on here and now. We have to follow that kind of game plan. Stay in the moment, do what we do every single night, and go get it.
Are you here to what? Keeping your focus.
And as much defensive attention as Curry commands on a nightly basis, he can't afford a lapse of focus.
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And for the Bucks guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
They've got them rattled. It's only the first quarter, and already they've made enough big plays on defense to last really an entire game.
On the court for the Kings as the second quarter gets underway. They've got Mitchell, Jeremy Lamb out there with Holmes. Then it's Simmons. And it's Len in at the center position. That's tipped. Down low. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
And we've played through the first minute here in the second. Tipped away. And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Launches the three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Just giving up way too many transition opportunities.
You know, it's okay to give up a few if you're getting them back on the other end, but that hasn't been the case here.
This is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
That really has been the difference. I mean, they've been the better team in transition.
Bucks another fast break opportunity here, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
You know, Ilyasova is a sneaky, deceptive defender coming up with the steal there.
DiVincenzo's gotten everything to go for him. 5 attempts, 5 makes. Mitchell in the corner. To the middle. Here's Len. Again, the miss by the Kings.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And, you know, they've got to be careful because this is when the team concept breaks down and guys start playing hero ball.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and coach knows it.
Showing no signs of slowing or cooling down. They're going to ride him as far as he can take him.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
One-on-one here. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
And here are the Kings now, following the bucket by the Bucks. Simmons passes to Lamb. Pass to Mitchell. Pocket 6. Mitchell is double. Here's Lamb. It's deflected. Antetokounmpo looking over the floor. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter. And now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
And stolen by DiVincenzo. Goes up, rips down the breakaway slam.
You know, once he grabs the steal, it's off to the races for DiVincenzo. Extremely explosive.
And almost 4 minutes gone here in the second quarter of play. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by DiVincenzo. Launches it, and another three for Milwaukee.
Yeah, again, just lackluster transition defense.
Kings have gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Hey, why settle for the layup when you can dunk it? DiVincenzo putting on a show on that drive.
And so Simmons will bring it up for Sacramento. No points yet here in the second quarter for them.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Well, you know, it's been all high percentage shots for them so far. I mean, just the kind of execution you want in the first half.
Here's Mitchell after the basket by Milwaukee. And they double up Simmons. Knocks it loose and stolen by Ilyasova. And here's Antetokounmpo outside. Buries the long-range jumper. Antetokounmpo's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Bucks. Got a piece of it. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Hey fans, who wants a free t-shirt? Make some noise!
From Milwaukee. Giannis, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Caldwell Pope comes in for Watanabe. And Caruth is subbed in for Dante DiVincenzo. Then for the Kings, Barnes is checked in for Lamb. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Ben Simmons. And so many teams looking to space the floor. Greg, how many non-shooters can you play and still have a good offense?
Well, I think most teams go 4 out, meaning you got to have at least 4 guys that are a threat on the perimeter, keeping a vertical spacer at that dunker spot. But if your dunker can also shoot, man, that puts even more pressure on the defense.
Trey Lyles checked in for Alex Len. Mitchell outside. To end the drought, it's deflected. Here's Caruth, and he dunks it down.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
I think one of the best ways, guys, to score in transition is that quick hitter after the first burst.
For Sacramento, they've gotten off to a rough start here in the second quarter. 0 for 5. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Another steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Boy, I tell you what, it's been quite a night for the veteran Ilyasova. He's found a nice rhythm, and he's locked into it.
And Sacramento has possession. Nothing offensively yet from them in the second quarter. It's off to Boston for them after this game as they take on the Celtics. And that game will be game 2 of 5 out on the road.
And that gets him going here in the second after hitting 2 from long range in that first.
To the paint, it's tipped. Holmes. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Nabbing another steal. And that's his 6th steal of the night.
Imposing his will at the defensive end. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their play.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Now, here's Mitchell. He's averaging around 5.5 points a game. Bucks another fast break opportunity here. Ilyasova with the ball. Holmes covering.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket coming off a pretty pass.
Well, when you look at the assist totals, heck, they've been clearly the better team.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Allen. Stephen Curry's checked in for Sacramento.
In for the Kings, Stephen Curry.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. From past the arc. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
And the Georgia Bulldog, Kentavious Caldwell Pope. KCP earns his keep on defense.
He certainly does, Kevin, but that combined with his long-range marksmanship have carved him a nice niche in the NBA, and part of the reason the Lakers won the championship in 2020.
Holmes can't get it to go in.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And you know what? It's all about the long-distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
And Giannis gets it to go on the assist by Ilyasova.
Guys, this is the NBA. You keep giving the ball away, you're going to get punished.
Value the possession. Vital to winning basketball. We all know that. And if you don't, you cripple yourself.
And it's Allen with the jam.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Nothing surprising about that, guys. We've come to expect plays like that from him, and still, they never get old.
Here's Caruth, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
This is some kind of performance we're seeing from him today. He has yet to miss a shot.
Pass to Barnes. Poke loose. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's the 3. bangs home the trifecta. Caldwell Pope's got 17 now.
That's his 5th three-pointer of the half. Filling it up.
Stolen by Allen, and now it's Allen. Running, he can go all the way. Beyond the arc, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Ripping and running. They have a big advantage now in those transition opportunities.
No expiration date on their legs. They just seem to be fresher, and they're putting those fresh legs to good use.
Sacramento making a switch here. Jordan's checked in. Here's Curry. 17 points for him last game against Detroit. Another steal. Caldwell Pope with it, and Curry picks him up defensively.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Yep, they're starting to stretch this lead out. Too much offense to keep pace with.
And Sacramento has possession. After the basket by Milwaukee. Now the Bucks moving it up. Here's Karuch. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And the three-point shot has just been money so far tonight.
Poked away. Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And another three for Milwaukee.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Offensively, it's been a perfect quarter for him. He hasn't missed a single shot.
And another steal for him.
And he's just been able to anticipate their every move.
Yeah, you're right. An absolute pest on the defensive end. And it's the Bucks on the break. And that one is hammered home.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Unhindered, going all the way. Lets it go with a three. And another three for Milwaukee.
Yet another three. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Now, here is Robinson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hands it from downtown.
And really pushing the tempo. Fast break buckets, a big factor for them offensively.
And you know what, guys? Despite their pace of play, they seem to be the fresher team, running the defense ragged.
For the three, knocks down the three ball. Allen's got 31.
And what a first half he's having from downtown. He has been locked and loaded since the moment he stepped on the floor.
Hey, it's not easy trying to stick with Caldwell Pope now, especially when he leaks out in transition.
And so it's Milwaukee with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Coach, your guys have been able to limit their scoring. How have you done that?
Well, I think our activity, hopefully in the pick and rolls, is making it difficult on them, contesting every shot, denying, just our activity in general.
High hands and quick feet. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Shaq is here. Kenny's here. You're watching the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. Well, for the Bucks, Kenny, what's your viewpoint?
They obviously crushed it from deep. They were firing it from every angle and kept hitting the target. I mean, look at the score. Obviously, a lot of things went right for them, but that's a big one.
Shaq, how do you think Sacramento played?
It's their defense that's put them in this spot, giving up easy looks all over the place. It's like they don't have even look.
And that should do it with the...
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Here's Curry. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee looking at who they've got. Ilyasova out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. Then there's Allen. And it's Caruge in at the point. Buries it from three-point range.
And it's not the half-court D that's been the problem. It's scores like that which are killing them.
All these fast break points, guys, very concerning. I mean, they've yet to find an answer for it.
Fires for three. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Tipped away. Bucks another fast break opportunity here.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
Yeah, offensively, they've just been rolling. Impossible to stop.
And now let's revisit that exceptional Mobile One block.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
And Giannis pushing it up. No one back to stop him. The three. Traps in the tray. Giannis has got 5.
And now they're turning this game into a drag race. Sprinting out for easy fast break baskets.
Barnes passes to Curry. He kicks to Robinson. Back to Curry. And they're pushing it up. Here's Caruge. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And guys, give them credit. I mean, they've taken advantage of the turnovers in the open floor.
Converting them into points is what they've done, and that's been a big factor in this game, guys.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Barnes. Simmons looking around. Clock at 4. Outside Aldridge. Looking to end the run. No good on the shot. The Bucks go the other way with it. Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
Start it.
Milwaukee making it. Switching. Flynn's checked in.
Into the lineup for your home team.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half.
Flynn.
There's the 3. Nailed from three-point land. Flynn's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And amazing what they're doing on offense here. Perfect from the field to start the half. Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
You know, they came out of the locker room, revved up the gas pedal, and haven't slowed down yet.
Robinson against Allen. Stolen by Allen. And here we go, the Bucks running again. Caldwell-Pope for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
They keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Sharp instincts on D there. Just timing when to rise up and swat that one away.
And Milwaukee has possession. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Curry kicks to Aldridge. Double team on Aldridge. Curry wide open. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. From deep, Ilyasova, and again Milwaukee with the triple.
Big men often are unaccustomed to closing out that far, but you can't leave Ilyasova.
And stolen by Ilyasova. Curry with the steal. It's blocked. Out of bounds. Kings ball as Sacramento keeps possession. And some changes here for the Kings. Lamb comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Mitchell in for Stephen Curry. Timeout called the Bucks. Well, Clark, with the success of the play-in tournament, Commissioner Silver pushing for a mid-season tournament with the winning team earning $1 million per player.
You know, Kevin, adding additional games I think would be a challenge. I'm not quite sold on that, but I do know that $1 million would incentivize role players. The question is whether or not star players would be as motivated to add more games in the middle of the season.
And some changes here for the Bucks. Andrew Bogut, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. Watanabe comes in for Kentavious Caldwell-Pope. And Bacon subbed in for Flynn. Ahead, here's Bacon. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for the Bucks?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
Got that one up quick. Bacon's got 23 points.
And that trip played out perfectly for them.
Now the Bucks moving it up. And another three for Milwaukee.
Ilyasova doing a nice job there finding his open teammate. Just a really good play that time.
Poked loose and stolen by Ilyasova. Over Simmons. Ilyasova hits the bucket. Ilyasova's got 5 points now this quarter.
Just flying up and down the court. 9 straight in transition.
Running them right out of the gym. The defense looks like they're ready for a break.
And here we go with Allen running it up the court. Connects from three-point range. Allen's got 34 points.
Dependable at moving the ball. It doesn't stick with him. Ilyasova is all about doing what's best for the team.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. As NBA revenues climb into the tens of billions of dollars, teams have even more resources to compete. Staffs are growing with more coaches, trainers, and specialists, so general managers have more to manage than ever. Generally, the best organizations are those that effectively collaborate and communicate across the board. Kevin?
And DA, as we know, that's always been the case. Thank you. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And on the season, he's just a shade under 80 from the line. I'll bet he'd like to get that up over that mark.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
Milwaukee making a switch here. Holiday's checked in. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for the Kings. Alex Len's checked in for LaMarcus Aldridge.
Alex Len.
5 on the clock, and stolen by Ilyasova. Holmes with the steal. And there's the pass to Lamb. There's the dish to Mitchell. Back to Lamb. On the wing, Mitchell. And the turnover again by Sacramento.
Home team ball.
Here's Bacon. He has 29. From outside the arc, drills the three-pointer. Bacon's got 13 points now in the quarter.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And stolen by Ilyasova. And he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Holiday inside the line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Well, I really like the way Holiday runs with a purpose in these situations. It's not enough just to run the floor. You've got to know exactly where you want to run.
And here we go, the Bucks running again. Here's Bacon, takes it up with both hands and grips it down.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Holiday brings the double team. Here's Holmes. No good, unable to end this run. Here's Ilyasova, and Ilyasova throws it down.
Well, I tell you something here now. Ilyasova has deceptive athleticism, and I think he catches defenders off guard because if he gets around that rim, he's ready and looking to throw it down.
The drive by Mitchell. Trying to get open is Len. Again, the miss by the Kings. Mitchell's gone only 1 of 5 shooting from the floor. Bogut. And Bogut slams it in.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Boy, I like the disposition and attitude since halftime. They're patiently looking for good shots.
Lamb dishes to Barnes. Rebound Bogut. Launches a 3, and another 3 for Milwaukee.
And I want to see more of that from him. I mean, he's been passing up on his shot more than usual, even though he's hitting the ones that he takes.
Here's Bacon. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's going to be on Jeremy Lamb.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
And with that condor-like wingspan, Bogut says,
And he takes that one up and powers it through.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does make me look back a little bit, but I could never throw it down like that. But it sure does look good.
Barnes outside. Shot clock at 5. Back to Mitchell. Got a piece of it.
And he's still scoreless in the quarter. They might need to go to a plan B to help him get his confidence.
Nice shot by Bogut.
And really sharp mechanics on the jumper there by Bogut. Can't exactly leave him alone from there.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Another steal. Fast break, Milwaukee. There's Bacon. And another 3 for Milwaukee.
And you can see he's found his rhythm here in the third quarter. You can just sense the uptick in confidence. Everything he puts up from long range seems to be going.
Milwaukee, another fast break opportunity here. And Ilyasova throws it down.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
You know, and not leaving anything to chance either. That's why he takes it right to the bucket.
Knocks it loose. Takes a 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Once again, he's able to knock down the long-range jumper. He's on automatic. Just a brilliant game.
Here's Mitchell. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
He's having a tough quarter, scoring the basketball, unable to help them close this gap.
Here's Bogut. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Boy, a big man with great touch from deep, always a valuable commodity in today's game.
Mitchell passes to Barnes. Fires the 3. That one, no good. And as we conclude the third quarter, pretty much a blowout. It's been a one-sided affair. Bucks ahead, delivering the blowout. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. And a look at the 5 for the Kings to start the fourth. They've got Mitchell, Miles out there with Jeremy Lamb. Then it's Jordan, and it's Jackson in at the shooting guard position. And Clark, you played in a very physical era. What do you think about the way fouls are called right now?
I really don't have a problem with it, Kevin. I mean, some of the fouls that were allowed in years past, way back in the 70s and 80s, I mean, those were borderline flagrant 3 kind of fouls. The game was more physical, and it was accepted as such, but I don't know if that was necessarily good for the game. I think now, the way they have it set up and the way it's officiated as it relates to physicality and flagrant fouls, yeah, it may be a little bit too far the other way, but I think it's the right balance overall.
On its way from Caldwell Pope for 2. And again, it's Milwaukee converted.
Yeah, and once he gets the switch turned on, Caldwell Pope is not going to be slowed down. He can heat up quickly.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. Milwaukee with the ball. This one for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And that one is stuffed right through.
Well, you can't take the length of Caldwell Pope lightly. He's excellent at using it to come up with steals.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Kings. And they double up Jackson. Lyles passes to Lamb. Now here's Jackson. Got a piece of it. And up the court come the Bucks on the break.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm. And you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Boy, this is borderline ridiculous. I mean, every single attempt finding the bottom of the bucket.
Mitchell feeling it out a bit. He swipes the ball away again.
And you got to be careful around him.
You know, Greg, he's been coming up with some incredible steals so far.
And that's 6 straight for him on fast breaks.
Outside Jackson. Dishes it to Mitchell. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. 3-pointer. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
And what's gotten into him today? This is getting ridiculous.
They get a hand on it. Stolen by Caldwell Pope. And now that we've gotten a taste of it, Greg, what do you think of the play-in tournament?
I love it. I mean, it definitely has some pros and cons, and you want to keep as many teams as possible engaged down the stretch, but it's a long season, and for some teams, it just got a little bit longer.
Allen inside the three-point line, and there are the Bucks with another bucket.
Yeah, first and foremost, he's a pass-first team player, is Caldwell Pope. Love seeing that.
Each trip down becoming more important.
And you need to string some successful offensive possessions together and play tough D.
And yep, another basket.
My goodness. 50 for the game.
Yep, he is putting on a show. Here's Mitchell with the drive. Milwaukee with the rebound. Bogut's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. From deep, Ilyasova. Out of bounds, Sacramento takes possession.
Kings ball.
And some changes here for the Kings. Duncan Robinson, he's jacked in for Lamb. And Stephen Curry subbed in for Mitchell. That's tipped. Fast break, Milwaukee. Here's Bacon. And another one.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making it GA look all too easy right now. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Good work there as it goes. Ilyasova's got 36.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
The play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
You know what? Teams can get a little three happy down the stretch sometimes, letting it fly.
And here we go with Allen running it up the court for 3. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
You know, they're looking good, really good right now because of him. He sees this game by the throat, and he's squeezing hard.
And Allen with the slam.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure.
Yes, indeed. Let's just call him ladder climber.
Inside. They could use a bucket, and it's sent back by Bogut. Here's Milwaukee now. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. Ilyasova hits the bucket. The Kings have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Fast break, Milwaukee. Takes the three, hits the three-point bomb. Ilyasova's got 44.
Boy, Ilyasova's such a threat from deep, even from way outside. I mean, that to me is his specialty.
From deep, an absolute bomb from three-point range.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
Back to Curry. The rebound by the Bucks. Their next game is in Cleveland, taking on the Cavaliers. That'll be just one game played away from home for them. Allen for three. Milwaukee keeping it alive. The new 14. Bogut finds Allen. There's the triple. And again for three. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Clark, we know injury. Prevention is a huge aspect for teams, and it seems like training staffs hold a lot more weight than they did in the past.
I think you're exactly right, Kevin. No doubt about it, and for good reason. I mean, the medical staffs include doctors and trainers and physiotherapists and the like, and they really have enhanced what goes into preparing players for their seasons throughout their careers, and it's become more precise, it's better. Yet there are still going to be injuries, but the treatment and care players get now, I think, is platinum level across the league.
Here's Curry. Bogut with a clean look. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
And no let up in him either, guys. I mean, he wants to continue to expand that lead, and as long as he's the one taking the shots, that lead's going to expand.
Robinson kicks to Curry. Here's Lyles, and it's blocked. What a play as he just snatches the shot out of midair. On its way from Caldwell Pope for two.